What's up, y'all? I'm back out here in the garage again this morning for what might end up being a quick video depending on how this little modification here goes. If you watch my channel, you know recently I made a Mr. Plow video here with some Integy tracks and this snow plow right here. It was actually a lot of fun. Didn't go as planned though. I lost one of the tracks I'll show you here in a second. But since Mr. Plow did do a lot of work and we actually had more snow just a couple of days ago, I figured it was time for him to have a little fun. So we're hanging up the plow today, and then we adding on some skis so he can have a little fun out here. All right, I'll leave a link up above for that first Mr. Plow video if y'all want to check that out. It shows the installation of these tracks and all that stuff. But just for a quick recap, I put these tracks on all four corners here. You can see they got the rubber tracks. The fatal flaw in these though, you can see I lost one of them almost instantly. These are rubber tracks and they're unfortunately actually two pieces, and you can see all they've done at the seams is just super glue them together. So this one right here just popped right at the seam. You can see the joint there where they had it super glued. So lost that one, and I was looking at them all after I got done, and this one here is on its way out also. You can see it's halfway split already. Now both of these were on the back. I don't know if that means much. You know, this is four-wheel drive, so all four were pulling, so I don't think that really matters. I was out there on the asphalt with some snow, so I'm hoping today what I'm going to do is put the two that I've got on the back. I did take some more super glue and kind of try to reinforce that seam a little bit. I'll probably, once these pop, I got a feeling they're going to pop, maybe I'll use some better glue in between the seam and see if I can get them a little tighter. If y'all got some better ideas on how I can fix these things, let me know. Again, you see what I'm working with here, two pieces of rubber. They've got lugs on the bottom that have to go over this little wheel here. So I'm going to need, you know, it's not going to be able to be any kind of screws or anything like that that's going to interfere with the turning. So if y'all have any other ideas besides some kind of adhesive or something that might be better than just super glue, let me know in the comments. Now, I didn't mention in the last video, but I also got these set of skis from Integy too that go in the front just out of curiosity. Again, they were dirt cheap at the time for the sale they had, so I figured we'll put these on the front this time. Now, I went ahead and assembled these. It came with the ski and this little aluminum shoe here with the spring on it and this bracket. I didn't want to do all that on camera and bore y'all. Very simple, self-explanatory there. So you just got a little bit of a spring down there at the bottom and they mount on the front here. Now this arm comes specific to the vehicle, and what that does is mount right here. The only thing is, like, that looks a little bit sketchy to me, but we'll start putting it together and see what happens. Hopefully there's not a lot of pressure. Now I can't just leave it off of the steering hub altogether because this screw goes into the bottom end of plastic, so there's nothing on the other side. Now I could probably find a lock washer, but I feel like you'd want all that assembly to stay together as one piece. But let's see what we can figure out with it. So this just goes right on your wheel hub. Very shallow cutout in the back of this thing too. I noticed that. I guess no big deal again. And then obviously just put your wheel nut. Very tight fit in here, so I had to find one of these little old cheapy 4-ways that actually fit in here that had a thin wall so I could get down in there and get it nice and tight. And so then, like I say, this mount here, you can see that bracket just goes right on the top there. I'm gonna take that screw out and put it through everything all at once. Let's see if we can get all this stuff lined up to go in that hole. Oh yeah, popped right in there. So I guess this is how it's meant to be. I'm just hoping this doesn't put too much pressure on my hub right there, or my knuckle, and start breaking things. I'm just gonna snug it up pretty good though. So there you go, that's how that thing goes. So it just works with the shock and works with your regular steering and all that, just like that. All right, we got them both on. Steering looks to be fine, no problem at all there. Suspension works good. You still got all your travel because it's at that same exact mounting point, and your ball is still in the middle there working. So I guess that's perfectly fine, especially since there's no drive power going to these front wheels, or there won't be, because what I'm gonna do, since this is a solid, there's no diff right here, this is just a solid gear, the simple way to do this right here is just to pull the drive shaft, because these granites are very simple. It's spring loaded. You take it off the back, and then the front is spring loaded also. Sometimes it's a little tight. Get off of there. Let's see if we can get it to work out on us. If I have to take the back part off, and plus I don't have any play now because I put those skis on. So let's see if we can get this. There we go. pops right off of there. So there's your center drive shaft, and now the front is completely independent, and you still got the rear driving, so we don't have to worry about that. All right, I got everything mounted back up, got both tracks on the back and then the skis on the front. Again, I'm not thinking these tracks are gonna last real long. Hopefully I'm wrong. I'll put the tires on if they do pop instantly and see what we can do. Now, I did put, if y'all have watched much of my videos, you know I put a gyro on this Granite not long ago. I took that off when I was running the Plow because I didn't want any kind of funny business out there on that ice and snow. I should have put that back on. It'll probably help, because that snow out here y'all see is probably hard right now because it's been out there a day and a half or so and refroze overnight. But anyway, let's do a little bench test on this thing. We'll see what it does out there. So I'm telling you, I've got 3S on there right now. Maybe I should run 2S, and it might be easier on these tracks. I mean, the tracks are running. Let me make sure it ain't tangled up in nothing back there. So, I mean, they run fine. Whew, see, that was a full pull. That's full power right there on 3S right there. The front skis work great. You can see, this is so awesome. If it would work, I mean, if it holds together, it'll be great. And, you know, as far as that bench test, there's no separating at the seam right there, but I mean, I guess we'll see what happens when I start getting traction and biting traction down into stuff out there. Hopefully it'll hold on long enough for us to have some fun anyway. And there's your quick look at it with the body on before we head outside. That thing is just incredibly cool looking to me. All right, let's see what we can do with this thing out here, y'all. I actually just left it on 3S. I did spray the bottom of those skis with a little bit of, oh yeah, we're in trouble here, y'all. We're definitely in trouble. I don't think we're going anywhere. I take that back. And I think we definitely just had something bad happen right there. Let's go see. I think we threw a doggone track already. So we actually didn't throw a track here. I think that's just racket. Once it's getting down to the dirt and these little nubs making all that noise. Let's see if we can. Yeah, that's what's happening. What's happening is those skis have too much drag. That's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening, I think. Those skis have too much drag. I wonder, this one right here looks like it's having some kind of issues though. I mean, but it's turning, there's no problem. The drive shaft's spinning. You know what? I wonder if it's happening. I wonder if it's skipping. Oh yeah, I bet it's skipping those little teeth right there, because these skis on the front just have, I mean, they just have too much drag. I wonder if I can, you know what I might do, y'all? I think I might go in and put the tires on the front and leave the tracks on the back maybe, because I think these skis are just, they have too much drag. And now look, they're piling up with snow now, so that's gonna be even worse. I think that's exactly my problem though. I think we just got too much, because you see when I lift these skis, although that right there don't sound right. That don't sound right at all. But I think it's skipping those lugs. Let me put a couple tires on and see what happens. All right, y'all, I decided actually, instead of putting tires on the front and leaving the tracks, I'm gonna try to get these skis to work. Yeah, I mean, it's just, these skis has just got too much drag. I'd like to get these to work, because I mean, that's the point of the whole video is the skis. Actually, we may be on to something here, y'all. Oh yeah, we're on to something here. So the thing is, once you get momentum, if you lose it, I think oh, this is awesome though. Look at that, y'all. Oh yeah, I just got to keep momentum. Check that out, y'all. I'm gonna get out here in the center so we can see this thing a little better. Oh, it's moving down the back though. Did y'all see that? Oh, actually, it's moving all the way around now. I think we might have something here now. This snow is really, really, it's like that thick, dense snow that packs down. And it hadn't been walked on or anything, as you can see. So I think that was the problem. We were sinking in. Check that out, y'all. That's actually sweet right there. Look at that thing. I mean, it's rolling down the back. Now this is 3S again, 2-wheel drive with the Plowin Badlands on the back now, and those Integy skis on the front. Check that out, y'all. That's crazy cool. That's actually wicked. That thing goes fast on the back. Look at that. I mean, it's throwing up rooster tails. That's awesome right there. Whew, it's tricky though. Those skis really, when they get dug down in there, that's what's happening. Ooh, on the back though, I can get rolling. It wants to go sideways on the back. When those skis get dug in, it's tough though. That's actually pretty doggone cool right there though, y'all. Check that out. Mr. Plow out here having some fun after doing all that work yesterday. I actually redid my driveway again after this snow right here. We probably got, I don't know, maybe 5 inches, something like that. See, now it's getting heavy too because of all the snow I'm picking up. Once you lose momentum, you're in trouble, that's for sure. Oh, I just slung snow and ice all over my controller and everything. And me. It's definitely tricky out here because of those skis digging in. Plus, I think now I'm picking up a lot of weight because things seem to be bogging down a little bit more. And I'm spinning out, so it's messing up my steering. Y'all can see I'm not rolling down the back like I was a minute ago. And coming through these turns, now it's spinning me around. I think I picked up a lot of weight from this snow. All right, let's give this another try, y'all. Look at me spinning immediately. I've cleaned the snow out of this thing. I bet it had 5 pounds of snow packed in there. I couldn't even see a single electronic. It was completely packed with snow. And yeah, I can tell the difference already. Oh, I said that and then it pulled. It caught traction right there and pulled. If I could get this thing leveled out some, I guess I could walk around it, but I ain't trying to do all that. I just got to keep the revs up. That's all it is to it. Keep the revs up. Try to keep it straight with the revs up. Oh yeah, oh, it flew through that one. Oh, that was nice right there. Then it goes crazy though. And we might as well go down the hill, I guess, since we headed that way. Let's go over here, see if we can, we'll see if we can get down there. Uh-oh, let's see if we can jump that big pile of ice. Oh, we did. All right, back on track here. I tell you what, it's already packed with a bunch more snow in there. This thing just packs up with snow so bad, and then it gets weighed down. But again, I stiffened the shocks in the front way up. I think I didn't mention that either. I stiffened those way up. So if I keep the revs up and keep the tracks floated, you can see it does well then actually. The steering's tricky though. With trying to keep the revs up, the steering is definitely tricky. See right there. Oh, it's awesome though. Look at that, y'all. If I get on it hard, let's see. Oh, it'll lift the front end. Did that thing just lift the front end? Tell me it didn't just lift the front end out here on the snow, y'all. This thing's actually kind of wicked. Watch this. I'm gonna get hard on it if I can get it straight. Oh yeah, see if you get on it, this thing will roll. Watch this, watch this. Ooh, I had to get off of it though. Oh yeah, I can make it glide. If you can keep the revs up and keep it controlled, you can make this thing glide across the surface really nicely. But it's tough to keep the revs up and keep that steering going like it needs to be. If you can though, you're talking about some cool stuff right there, buddy. Look at that thing. I mean, it's got the power. And if this snow, if I could get this snow kind of leveled down, but with me spinning, it's not really gonna pack and level it, but it's doing nicely now, y'all. Check this thing out. I actually like this. This is pretty doggone cool, I think. Let's see if I can get back in it. Oh yeah, I got back in the track. That's awesome. This thing is actually pretty awesome. It's a shame that those tracks are the way they are though. I looked at those tracks and I couldn't see anything like physically. Look at that, that's awesome. That's awesome. I couldn't see anything physically wrong with those tracks, but I don't know, maybe it was skipping over the lugs. So if that's the case, I mean, those things just really ain't worth much. This thing is rolling now, y'all. Look at that. This thing's gotten so doggone heavy again too, y'all. I mean, it's super heavy. I keep dumping the snow out, but it fills right back up. Look at that though, that's awesome. Tell me that ain't cool looking right there. I mean, that's wicked cool looking. Woo, she's out of control now. Let's make a few more laps. That's awesome, actually. See, it does good out here on the track now. Now that I've got it kind of run in, if I could get it really packed and smooth down, I think it would do really nice. Let's get back in the middle since that's the way we're going. We'll just let it take us where it wants to take us. Check that out, that's cool, y'all. That's really cool. I mean, practical, no, but it's fun and it looks so cool. Check out, let's get back on the track here. Oh yeah, that corner right there is nice though. If you can get through there fast, well, all these corners are nice if you can get through them fast. Like, I'm still barely on the throttle, y'all. Watch this. If I get on the throttle, it lifts it on out of the snow, but then I can't keep it straight. All right, y'all, that ended up being a heck of a fun time out here with these skis. It started out rough, but in the end, it was a lot of fun. If anybody out there is interested in these tracks and skis, my advice after the experience I've had so far is just completely skip the tracks. Unless you just want the tracks for the cool look to them, they do look very cool. And if you just wanted to put around, I guess they'd be fine, but I don't see those tracks really holding up to any kind of serious bashing. Now, the skis without the tracks actually did a great job out here. No problem at all with those. I would say that some paddle tires would work even better, but these Prolines Badlands didn't do too bad. But let me know what y'all think about it down in the comments. Those of y'all out there who might have those tracks, have you used them a whole lot as far as any kind of like real serious heavy use? Have they held up for you? If they didn't, what have you done to repair them? Let me know down in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you reach down and click all those buttons. All of that stuff really does help. I've got tons more good stuff on the way, so stay on the lookout for that, and I'll see y'all soon.